Well, this is the reason we're all here tonight, this magical place. If you've never had to stay here, consider yourself fortunate. But since we're raising money for this place, let's go inside and see what really happens in there. Security, I'm understanding, is pretty good. But walking into Ronald McDonald's house is like walking into your own house, with certain restrictions, of course.
Hi.
Hi, just going to come on in.
Welcome to the Ronald McDonald house.
Good to see you.
Hi, I got to make sure that you're available.
Oh, there's a guest list?
Yeah, I got you. Steve
Perry?
Perry?
No, not Steve Perry. He's the singer.
Refrigerator Perry?
No, he's a little bigger than me.
Ted Perry.
A visitor to the Ronald McDonald house once remarked upon entering, "My, it looks like a ski lodge." And while it is as cozy as any vacation house in the Pines, this is not a place anyone ever hopes to go. Still, it is a place where hope never goes away. For a place whose clientele includes seriously sick children and their families, there is a surprising and refreshing amount of laughter here. Of course, it is named for America's favorite clown.
Ronald McDonald house. Ronald McDonald speaking. Chris Nelson. Could you hold 1 second, please? Hang on. Chris Nelson? Is there a Chris Nelson? Chris Nelson? I'm going to put you on hold.
There's lots of laughter here. The kids love coming here.
Amy Lynn Volker has been staying at the Ronald McDonald house since January 8th. The mother of 3 teenage girls, Amy Lynn is a guest of the Ronald McDonald house because of her son Nick's medical condition. That's Nick there doing his best Cape Crusader impersonation. But holy heartache, Batman, Nick spends most nights at Children's Hospital with a condition so rare they named it after him. Amy Lynn comes back to the home for a few hours of sleep each night.
It's just provided such a respite, to our family. I don't know what we'd do without it. 152 days, how could we afford to stay at a hotel or any other place? It's just an amazing facility.
Got it, boy. That's a shot.
Paul Bennis is playing one last game for the road. The 11-year-old from suburban Chicago has lived more than a year of his young life at the Ronald McDonald house. The young man with a love of foosball, Chicago Cubs baseball, and building things is doing so well, other visitors may not have recognized him from his days getting treatment. He's just 11, but his perspective on what this place means is more than mature.
No, I'm not sure what we would have done without it. Because either we would have to stay in a hotel and I'd probably get more sick, or else we'd have to stay in the hospital.
Paul said he made great friends during his stay, but a word of advice to friend and foe alike: if you get near his home this summer, you're going to get wet.
I like playing with water because I couldn't go in water for two and a half years, I think.
Okay.
So I'm going to be a lot of water balloons and stuff.
Slip and slides?
Yeah, I bought 300 water balloons the other day.
The families here will tell you you can only eat so much hospital food, and meals are provided. The kitchen's big, clean, and they don't even need to do a dish. Everything is taken care of, even the maintenance. How's that leak coming, Ronald?
Oh, we're fine. We got a new trap in here, and it looks like the incinerator's doing great.
All right, you stay on that. We're going to show the rest of the house.
I didn't know anything about the Ronald McDonald house.
Giles Litzner is a basketball coach and associate pastor in Pound, Wisconsin. He's also a first-time dad whose baby boy, Elijah, is hospitalized for a hole in his diaphragm, one of the complications of being born earlier than normal. Giles may not have known a thing about the Ronald McDonald house, but he's up to speed now.
And one of the most refreshing things was to come here and people donate their time and home-cooked meal. And it was just like, it was so hard, even to fight back the tears a little bit, just saying thank you, because a thank you doesn't really express everything that we're feeling.
Those meals are made by the loving hands of volunteers who make and serve the meals even when it's way past dinner time, as Amy Lynn found out when she came home one night too tired and too upset to eat.
Later on, when I woke up, I went to the refrigerator, and one of the volunteers had taken the time to make me up a plate of food and wrote me a very sweet note. And it was It was very sweet.
There isn't a part of this house that Ronald doesn't personally oversee. It is a monument to him.
Your hair just doesn't move. I love that.
Well, technically we're not in the house anymore. We're in what they call the secret garden. Fabulous place. The fountain, it's quiet. You can come, you can think, pray, read, do whatever you need to do to relieve the stress of what have been some pretty long days around here.
Giles has prayed for his son and all other children who make this home a necessity. The hardest part for him was being able to accept the help, but he knows he has to.
It takes so much of a weight off people's minds because the last thing they want to think about is bills and home stuff when their loved one is going through such a tough thing. And it really brings a sense of security, a sense of hope when their world is kind of crashing down around them. You know, when they're going through the midst of the chaos, it's a chance for them to have some place of refuge.
A place of calm, named after one uber-energetic clown.
It isn't work. It's volunteering. It's love. It's giving back. It's the house that Love built. It just happens to have my name. How cool is that?
All right, I just won't do any pooper scooping.
That's fine.
All right.
I don't do it either. I think Pam Buckley does all that.